Well, well, well. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, my goodness gracious. I am so sorry that idiot Catfish Tyler doesn't know what the heck he's doing. Hey, welcome back. And I'm sorry that Catfish Tyler disconnected the signal, but he didn't know when he went to Market Chameleon that they would cut you off. So he's back now. Thank you for coming back, and I'll be back in a little bit, everybody. Enjoy your time with Catfish Tyler right here, right now. We show you, everybody, the main page. Here we are. Well, I don't know what happened. I wanted to show you something really cool on Market Chameleon, and all of a sudden, I come back. I see my streaming was ended. Golly, doggone it. But whatever. I shouldn't have tried to show you Market Chameleon, but I did try to, and I'm sorry that it didn't work out. Let's get back over to SoFi and let's see what's going on to the shares right now. What we got going on. Oh boy, just look at them trying so hard to hold it under 10, folks. 33, they've spent 3 million shares times 10. That's $30 million. Their effort. It's a 30 million effort to hold it down. And look at this little dinky drop while I was stepped away to 996. And folks, it just bounced right off that and up to over 10 again. How discouraging for these folks. And what I did was I actually shut down my whole system and restarted. I did because I was so mugged down and slugged down and slow. And look how fast we're running now because we got to be here at the end of the day, right? We need to be. Got to be. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Fellow cats. You got the notification bell. You got me. You know I'm back on. I apologize. But I'm going to ask, did any of you get to see what I showed on Market Chameleon about how many people were shorting this and how many people were going long? 75% going long versus 25% shorting. Thank you for being back here with me, all four that I have now. And I didn't mean to get away like that. I just did. I'm sorry. Wanted to tell you about how to look up who's shorting when and how much. And what I found out today was very little volume being shorted, only 25% of the shares being traded, and they traded short the most when the price was at $10.10. Okay, just so you know that. Big purple spikes when we were at $10.10. They shorted the most. That was their heaviest. And they also shorted again heavily at 10:02, just a little bit ago at 2:35, 10:02. So I'm just making sure you all are aware of that. Very good to stay informed about what's going on. And here we go down here. So on this page, we're going to have the main screen. Here we're going to have the historical chart, historical data. And here we're going to show you this killer looking one-day chart for the next hour, half hour, folks. This is going to be awesome, right? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Right over here. Let's get in here. Look at this. So they came in with the buffet, that 316 buffet offer. And look how quickly they laid out the trays and how quickly it was consumed. Man, that didn't last long. See, this is happening over and over and over, folks. This is a strength signal, a very strong signal that people will snatch this thing up under 10 every single time. They come in right on the heels of the dumpers and they run it right back up. Folks, I'm showing you this because it's important to see. This is what I want you to notice. There's the historical. We're going to go over here to the chart. I want to get in here to chart, right? Goodness gracious. See how fast we're loading now, folks? I had to do it. I'm glad I got logged off when I switched off my VPN and they cut the signal off. That's what happened. And that's when I lost my stream. But I'm glad I did because I restarted the computer. Now we're running a lot faster. Lots faster. Let's get in here. See that attack amount? 87,000 shares right there. Folks, that is nothing. Look at the buy shot, the sizes here. 111. Here you go, 90. So they're buying in with major big greens. They're trying to stifle with little 37, 47,000 shares. Look at the buys here coming in 52, 44. Folks, it's invaluable for you to know. See here, they dumped a whole shitload, 87, didn't matter, right on the heels of it. Wham, 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 they're up, they're coming up. People are just gobbling this thing up every single time, right? Every single time. I decided to pour me a cold one. And I'm not sponsored by them, and I'm not related, but I'm drinking a non-Anheuser-Busch product called Miller Lite. Soon to be the #1 selling beer in America. Pushed way past Bud Light, I'm sure. And folks, every time I look over here, I just laugh. It's laughable. It's so laughable that they're trying so hard to maintain 10 when the price was $4.45 Chia Day. May 15th, mark your calendar. Chia Day every year, May the 15th, and we're going to have a big Chia festival, and we're going to have a big old Chia pinata up there. Chia pet pinata. If people hit that thing, that grass will be flying off of it, right? Ah, yes, folks. Yes, we will. And look how low the RSI here is, folks. This is to all their suffrage, because what are they going to do? They tried to run it down here, and look how low the RSI got. Bam! People just filled in that gap so fast every single time. Sorry about your luck, Shorty, but people in this stock, they love getting it below 10. Just like me and others, they want to buy it below 10 every chance they get, because they know their chance is getting slimmer and slimmer to get at this price. And here at 20 minutes till. So congratulations to you if you're buying it with me, the DD Files. Hi. Hi there. Yes, yes. And we have stepped away for a little bit while I made a technical error and switched off my VPN so I could show you Market Chameleon and how many people were shorting versus how many are going long. Right now, 75% calls, 25% short, and puts, they're called, doing puts. But 75-25 should tell you where we're headed here, folks. You better be watching. And I wanted to show you how to get to Market Command and log in and do it all, but somehow or another it got popped off. I'm sorry. So we're back. We're back for this last 20 minutes of the day. And I'm going to do another video probably this evening. I don't know when, but maybe 8 o'clock or so. Got to go pick up the car that got fixed today with the turkeys trying to destroy. And the turkeys, my wife says, I was just driving along, I saw all these beautiful turkeys, and they were hanging around on the side of the road, and I thought, well, they're just going to hang there, and they're eating whatever on the side of the road. As soon as she gets, even with them, bam, they ran out, boom, she just clobbered 2 turkeys. I asked her if she'd turn around and go back, throw them in the trunk. Why let the good meat go to waste, right? Poor animals sacrificed their lives that day. It was just an unfortunate event, and it caved in the front of my wife's Lexus, and we just got it fixed. She's over there to pick it up now, and she said, "Well, I didn't do that. I didn't pick it up. I left the daughter's car there that she borrowed, and we're gonna go back and pick it up this afternoon. When we go get it, when we come back, might come back on this evening, do a little short, maybe 15-minute clip for you. And I like to summarize everything, right? And what I'm summarizing right now is we're summarizing the stock price on SOFI because of the fact that they can't stop it from rising. The RSI here is flat in the middle, and we're at $10. That means we got plenty of upside room here. And I'm showing you these candlesticks because I want you to see them. Look at the size of the buys, right? Watch the size of these buys as I refresh this page now. And let's look at these candlesticks forming right now. Currently pushing the price back up over 10. Oh, look at all those greens candlesticks here. Folks, look at them, count them. Right here since 317, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 25. And how many of those are red? Right? How many are red? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20 to 5. Huh. 20 to 5 green. Stick with me, people. Stick with me, folks. 20 green candlesticks to 5. Look at this price rising above 10 on massive green sticks versus the red attacks. 87 million. Well, sorry about that. Over here, we already had 111 million buy-in when it started taking off. And we had another 90 million here. And then we had 33,000, 51,000. And then we got 68,000. And here's 111,000. We're talking thousands. But look at this red now. They tried to attack just now with 15,000 red candlesticks. You see that? 15,000, folks. They have totally freaking run out. They've run out of anything to throw on this now. All we're doing is fanning the flames, buying it. So I'm going to buy some more. I want to buy some more because, folks, you can already see where this is going. They can't stop it. A 14% improvement off the low. See this? Low yesterday on that attack down 62 million when they used 125 million back here. They used 125 million, folks, on the attack. Now half that, right? Half. And today only 33 million. Folks, they have nothing. If they had as much as I thought they did of this 210 million when it was running up, they would have already had 100. They would have run the shit out of this thing down today if they could. I guarantee it. But they don't have it. They don't have the shares to work with anymore. And that's the weakness of the takedown on this downgrade relative to the 30% drop on the Chia downgrade. Okay? There's no more 30% drops on downgrades. It goes from 11 to 1017, folks. Just so you're aware. Let me buy some, please. Oh, like I said, it got to be just horrifying for them to see this staying over 10 here. Now for the 4th day in a row staying over 10. And the longer it remains over 10, the more of a base is built there, right? Of course. Undeniable. 4 days over 10 holding. Jeez. And strength at 10 just keeps pounding it right up them. Undeniable. Adding, thank you. We're going for 1003. You're like, I always buy. I'll do 10 at 203. Review order. Place it. Oh, gonna make me do the password again. Don't make me miss it, folks. Enter. Oh, goodness gracious. I filled at 1002. Dang it. Trying 1003 again. Let's try it again. 1003. Okay. You go. You order and place it. Filled at 1002. Well, they got a lot there for sale over $10. I like that. Nice bottom to end out on over $10. Absolutely fabulous to see a 14% increase on the low today. And didn't I tell you that was going to happen, everyone? Told every single one of you. Man, I had like 30 folks with me when I cut my stream. I'm sorry. Thank you for those folks that are here back with me now as we close out the day and watch the price keep rising while I keep buying it. Filled at 1002 again. That's okay. I think 1003 is on the card, so I'm going to try it again. Try it again. Reuse order 1003 this time. Okay. Quantities 5. Not doing a lot here. See what we get. Cha-ching at 10:02. All right, that's okay. I can take all the 10:02s and I can get my pockets full of after this downgrade and this weakness of shares trying to run it down. Wow. It's got to be so frustrating to make this call to them today to tell everybody that the low went up 14% today. Well, the high was 11 cents lower, though, so we feel good about that. They said, damn it, man, on a day with the volume so low, couldn't you get the price down to 966? I said, hell no. Every time we tried to take it under 10, freaking everybody wiped that out. It's so true. Right, everybody? Gary, Tyler, the shorts might still be saving some dry powder for tomorrow. But even if this is the case, now they're going against the trend. Oh, yeah, they are. That's right. Well, I already shown everybody from going back to what they attempted on the 15th. You can see they on the May the 1st when we beat the street, they came out heavy and they used 4 days of downward before they finally threw in the go long towel and ran it up and they made 57% profit from there. So they do this attrition thing down over a few days, and then it's the next thing you know, it's mysteriously off and over 100%, 57% higher within a month and a half. No mystery. Gary, you're right on. That's exactly right. Yep. Absolutely is. Thank you for finding me again, everybody that I got disconnected from. And oh my God, 10:03. Why are people still buying it? They're asking themselves. And here we are. We're not even in. This is going to be a great 10 minutes. Watch, folks. Watch it. Hey, I got a bit over here on 10:03, 10:03. We're looking for 10:04, 10:04 over here for 10:04, 10:04. Hey, we're looking for 10:04, 10:03, 10:04, 10:04, 10:04. We got a bit over here, 10:03, 10:03. Hey, we're looking for 10:04, 10:03, 10:04, 10:02. That won't. No, 10:02. Sorry for you. 10:03. Here we are. We got 10:03, 10:03. Looking for 10:04. 10:04 coming over right here. 10:04, 10:04. Bring it. You want it? You got to pay 10:04, folks. Don't pass it up. SoFi, this isn't some cheap regular bank stock that's losing money every year. This is no Morgan Stanley that was down 14% year over year for the quarter. This is not Morgan Stanley. In fact, the only way they're able to make money right now, it appears, is buying SoFi on a bash downgrade at 877 and it making $10 million. Congratulations, SoFi owners, Morgan Stanley, who owns 58.8 million, now 67 million worth. Because of that, congratulations. Amazing how you pulled that one off. And also amazing for the shorts that they can't get this to drop below 10 and stay there anymore. It's become very, very evident. And then now this is how many days in a row? 4. 4 days. What's the close here? Look at it. 11:45, 10:35, 10:08, $10. They can't get it under 10 and close it there. And part of the reason is because people like me and you are buying it here right now at this level, right? Of course. That's why. 10:04 is where I want to buy it for. I bought it in at 10:04. I filled it at 10:03. I want to try it again. Try for 10:04. Here we go. 10:04 is what I want. Fill at 10:03 again. But that ain't no 973, is it? Like yesterday, 972. Now I'm buying at the bottom instead of 972 at 10:03, people. Hey, I like them apples. Well, you should like them a lot. You should like them a lot because we're going to have a higher close than yesterday's close. We're going to have a higher low than yesterday's low. And although we might be a little bit red, folks, we have done both of those things just as I called. Just as I called. And it's not going to be the first higher low. And don't be surprised to see this thing really rocket here in the after hours. Don't be surprised at all. Not one bit. I mean, not like the usual. One of these times we're gonna close this day out with the ring of the bell, and then all of a sudden we're gonna see this thing at 11 and 12 and 13, because they're all gonna escape under the cloak of darkness, folks. They're gonna try to get out under darkness. I promise you. 10:04. All right, let's go for that. I want that number. 10:05. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Did I not call this too? Right into the close? Watch this run. The last 10 minutes. Called it, smelled it, tasted it, love it. Love it. Did I call already too, or several times? We'd see the close today probably at 10:13. All right. You don't think it can go up that much that fast, but you're going to be for a surprise. You shorters, you're seeing it already. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Says Gomer Pyle. Thank you all for being here with me and sharing in the success of another great day. With the close is going to be over yesterday's close. If it's over 10:08, you're going to have some of them pulling out their drawer and pulling out the 38 revolvers, all right, or taking the easier way out and just step in front of a train, because these people are getting decimated. They're getting ruined. Some of them are just, they're watching their whole life's earnings. They're just washing away on this stupid stock. It's not a stupid stock. It's a gorgeous stock. It's an intelligent stock, a brainiac stock. Only the smart people are coming in here right now. These are wise individuals that are running it up, coming into the bell, like me. Correct? Of course. Put my order in at 10:07. What happened? Order cannot be. Oh, I guess I don't understand what's going on here. Oh my gosh, folks, this is cool and fun. Ring the bell with me. Cheers. Cheers. Have a cold one. Frosty cold mug. I poured that into. Look at this thing, folks. Look over here. Oh my God. I hope you're with me, folks. Look at this. Look at this chart. What the hell? And did I not call it exactly? Absolutely did. And there's going to be a commitment here big time to hold this under 10:08, but I don't see how they can even do it. Look at this. Look at the size of these buys, folks. Look at the effort of the wimps trying to run it down. Meanwhile, they got 248,000 coming in, and then 321,000 coming in. And here they try with a dump at 288. You're outloaded, folks. You're outloaded. The guns, you're trying to fight with BB guns when these people have artillery, heavy artillery. Oh my God. Wow. This is so cool to watch and see, folks. So wonderful to watch take place. Look at that gorgeous chart. Gap up tomorrow, I call it. Open 10, probably around 10:24. Oh yes. Reuse order. Watch, be careful too watching the after hours. Don't turn away too long in this after hours, okay? I'm telling you. Because one of these times it's going to happen. It's going to happen in the after hours, perhaps. And it's really going to be incredible. People are going to go, what the hell happened? Why so much? Look at it going up. Folks, the number 308. We closed 309, and kiss of death for them. Kiss of death, absolutely. You're watching them get their heads lopped off right now by people like me. Oh, my God. Look at this thing. Oh, my gosh. It is insanely great. Place order. I want it at 10:08, please. Filled at 10:08. All right. Cha-ching. 10:08, and I'm feeling great. Want to fill my plate? Oh, yes. Thank you for being with me here. I'm sorry that I cut off the stream. Elvis, good stuff. Elvis Rodriguez. Hey, Elvis, any friend of Carlos? Ustedes es un amigo de Carlos Rodriguez. Pero esto aquí como amigo muchos días. Hey, in Clark, boom, just hit 10:08 even for the day, baby. Come on. Hold, baby. What's going to hold? All right, it's going to go higher even in after hours, folks. Look at this thing climbing. Look at the volume. Watch the size of the buys the last few minutes. There's 20,000 shares there at 10:08. Did you see that? Look at that. 36,107, 176. That's 66,000 shares. 186, 189, 36, 190, 193, 196. See all the threes? 196, 199, all the threes. I told you about 3,000 share cells. They do them in together. Look at that. 36, 290, 328. Look at the size. 36, 368, set 372, 379, 36, 383. There's a slugfest. They want that lower number so bad, folks. They're going to burn through freaking millions of dollars to achieve it. And watch what happens in the after hours. Watch it go off. It won't matter how much they throw away here in the last second or two. Sorry, it isn't going to matter. 36,513,530. We're adding it up. The volume piling in, and they had this thing at 9.99 15 minutes ago, folks. You realize how horrible this looks for them to see that run up in the last 10 minutes? God, look at this chart, people. It's gorgeous. What the heck? 36,652, 36,659, 63, 36,663, 896. This is going to be the end of it. It just ended. And folks, look at that closing. Oh my gosh. What the hell? And did I not call it? Dadgummit. No drop off today. Just the opposite today. How did I know that was going to happen? Well, I looked at the charts. I went back and already showed you what happened yesterday at the closing. Right? And what's been happening every recent day in the closing. So, once again, we're just using history to determine what's going to happen. And watch this. Let's go over here to the after hours, see what's going on. Usually it's 10:04, penny less. See, 1 penny, because they load these in right before they load them all in there, and then they try to put. Oh, that didn't last. That buffet line of 10:04. Say sayonara, folks, and watch this thing keep climbing in the after hours today. There's just too much demand, too much want, not enough supply, too much demand. Okay? I'm just telling you like it is, people. They have run out of their pistol, their water pistol. No Brute Take Outdoors, Cheers Catfish, slayed the dragon. Gosh dang, we sure did today. We did. 4 days now, closing over 10 history for them. Today they had it at 990 something, and then boom, off it went in the last 10 minutes. I told you it would. I told every single one of you, and thank you for being here. I'm so glad. Thank you so much. And folks, we just saw what a fabulous close, and this is not going to stop. Look at it, 10:08 now, and after hours, boom, and it's going to keep rising. And I've already told you, folks, I'm going to stay up live here for a while, because one of these evenings, don't be surprised, as I said, to see this thing. Today they should already see this writing on the wall. They really should. These shorts have to realize there's just no way they keep it under 10 people, no matter what we do. We can't do it. We couldn't do it the last time with that volume that I showed you on the historical chart. They couldn't do it. Golly, look at that chart at the end of the day. God, dogs. Wow. Interactive chart 1 day. Look at this thing. This is just so amazingly fun. Look at that blue. Look at the blue line cross. Look at here. Look at that blue. Whoop, 45 right over the 50-day. Boom. Look at the double upside crossover here at freaking 3:52 in the afternoon. Look at these massive green candlesticks here, folks. See them all? Look at that size here. 248,000, 321,000. A wimpy dump to try to stop the flow of blood coming out of their jugulars. And then here they came at it again. Wham, 315,000. Another one, 289. Look at it rising. Look at the candlesticks, people. Follow the money. Follow the money. Final dump at the last one tried to splash the close with 457,000 shares. That's what I've told you about splashing the close. They try to splash it to make you think it wasn't going up as high as it was and running away from them, but it was. And so they did that at the very end as a splash, but it didn't matter because where is the price now? You see how much money they threw away right there, folks? If you think I'm kidding you, I'll show you. 457,000. That is $4.57 million that they tried to knock the price down and splash the close with. And what a waste of money for them. Look where we are in the after hours already, folks. Here it is. I'll refresh the page. See? And folks, there's no way they can stop it. They can't stop the bleeding, folks. Thank you here. In Clark closed down 3 cents on the day, due for a green day tomorrow. Oh my God, we closed down 3 cents. That's not true, folks. Yesterday our close was at 10:08. Now we're at 10:09. This day's not over. We are up. We're up no matter what they tried to splash the close. Right? I just showed you what they did on the chart just then. You saw it. It's called a splash. Otherwise, it would have closed at 10:09, where it is now. But they dumped in $4.5 million to try to stop it from going higher. And look in the after hours, just 4 minutes later. And now it's jumping even more. Ching, ching. Cheers to all. Cheers to all. Then they're going to call their constituents. Here they are. Hey, yep, it's us we're calling. I know we owe you a lot of money. Hold on. I know we owe a lot, but we got it down today a little bit. It went down 3 pennies. Yeah, I know it was only at 4.50 when we started shorting it. I know that, but well, no, it's actually up 5 cents in the after hours. But we got it to close 3 cents lower because we splashed the close. Well, no, we couldn't do it without spending 4.5 million of your money. Well, we had to. We didn't have an option. We had to sell 4.5 million. You can look at it on the chart. That was the only way it was going to drop. Elvis Rodriguez, this stock will skyrocket very soon, waiting for them to televise good news. Yeah, they don't even need that. It's just going to happen. It's going to happen because everybody knows how much it's really worth. They didn't fall for today's little ploy and play from noon down. That's not going to be, that's just all games, smoke, mirrors, 3-card money, up the sleeve with the cards. And look at how many folks we still have here now. Thank you all for being here. And like I said, Elvis, are you related to Carlos? Because Carlos Rodriguez is here and he was King Cat of the day. That's right, King Carlos, because he told me about what was going on. Let's see. Here he is right here. King Cat Carlos Rodriguez. Right on. We made him King Cat today. He got the award for disclosing great option stuff about $15 a share there. This is crazy cool stuff, right? So thank you for being here right now with me in the after hours. I know there are many other places you could be with your time and spending time, but I'm back up to do this after hours close because I'm going to see this thing keep going up. And we're all going to keep hitting this bell every time it goes up another penny. What it means is that one more short came to the realization that this is never going to go back under 10 and stay there again. They tried it. They've tried it now for 3 days after the downgrade. And I already told you this was going to happen. Right? Watch. This is still early. This is still early. Oh, look at them. They had to call their people back in. Got them on the phone and said, where are you, man? Where are you? I'm on my way home. Get your ass back to the office right now. This freaking thing is up freaking 5 cents already. Only 10 minutes after. Get down there and start loading in some sell orders, damn it. We need to throw away another 4.5 million. Yes, I mean it. I'm serious, man. They're killing us here in after hours already. Oh, yeah, folks. That's what they're doing. All on the calls. But today was so horrendous. Look at this awesome, look at this awesome closing out of the last since 339. Look at all those massive green and look at the few reds. Only this massive splash close attempt. And all for naught. All a total waste of money. Total waste of money. And they're wasting more now in the after hours trying to stop what you see happening here. The bloodbath is continuing in the after hours, and they're throwing more at it. They're standing there, standing around that massive 5-alarm fire trying to piss it out. Like I said, when the price was at $9.86 today, right? Go back to my earlier, I had 2 live broadcasts today. I started right at that price right here. I came in, I said, folks, this is called a double bottom, right? Right here. I came on it right here at 10:30. I thought this was going to be it because there was a double bottom right there. I said, buy 10 shares or so. Some people did. And I'm glad they did because they got it at 9.94, so it doesn't matter. But then I said, don't go heavy. I always tell people, just wade in. We're just wading in. We're looking for maybe a double, triple dagger. Sure enough, they came at it and did it. And then we piled in here buying 500, 1,000, 2,000. I ended up with about 2,000 at my favorite number, 988. As I told everyone at the time, I always make money when I buy this stock at 988. I always have every single freaking time without fail. And today was another perfect example of it, right? How many times you have to see history repeat itself? I wonder how much they've thrown away here now in the after hours trying to keep it down. And if you want to know, a lot of times people say, well, I can't see the after hours anymore. I'm going to show you a secret. And hopefully you find this information good and helpful enough to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, the red bell, so that you'll be notified when I come up the next time. But what was I going to show you? Oh, I'm going to show you how to see this chart in after hours. See how they got it turned off here at 3:59 and they don't show any further out? Well, folks, here's what you do. You get on this thing, click on it, and you zoom right in very tightly, all right? Right in as intensely tight as you can. And look at this blue. Look at the purple 10-day going off of the 200-day. Look at the blue 45 gapping from the gold 50-day. I've been showing you this, folks, over and over and over for a month now. And the funny thing is, this happens, continues over and over and over, doesn't it? It doesn't stop. It's the same, almost looks the same every time I show it to you because it just keeps going up, right? So no wonder it always looks so identical. But when you zoom in all the way, like I am now, and then you hit this refresh button, watch. See, folks, we're now out past 4 o'clock. All right. See? Hope that helps you. Might not have known that before. Now, it's interesting. They're not showing the candlesticks here like they did up to 4. But they certainly do show these candlesticks up here and what's going on. And they show this continued separation of the blue from the blue 45-day from the 50-day, right? Absolutely they do. Oh, how many folks we got here? 12 right now. Thank you. Elvis Rodriguez. Yes. Okay, not related. Okay, good to know. This stock will skyrocket. Yep. Perfect. Good. Thank you. Good to know it. Pero yo espero, yo pienso que ustedes hablan español. Eso. Muchas gracias por ustedes. Yo sé que es muchos otros locaciones que ustedes pueden viva como su tiempo, pero muchas gracias por el tiempo de ustedes es aquí conmigo. Yo sé que mi español es no perfecto. Yo tengo muchos peligro. Vocabulario es no muy fuerte, pero es good enough. I don't know how to say that. Bueno enough. But hey, Gary Tyler, are you not receiving my messages? No. Gary, I saw Tyler, the shorts may still be having some dry powder for tomorrow, but even if this is the case, they're not going to, now they're going against the trend. I showed everyone that too, yes, but I haven't seen anything recent if you put anything up since then. I don't know why. The shorts may still have some dry powder. Was that the last thing you said, Gary? Or have you just said other things? So we'll put that right there. Boop, doop, doop. I don't know. I'm not getting them. I am not. If you're putting up anything new right now, I'm not. But anyway, 52 views, folks, already here because people are seeing this thing run up in after hours. Can't be stopped. It's locomotive. It's a runaway train, folks. It's a runaway train, and lucky for you, you're on it with me and all the other fellow cats. Look at this price. Just keep on going. It's going to keep rising in spite of all their efforts like it did all the way from this time here. I stepped away when it hit this. I didn't even see this. I was called away and had to take care of some. I come back. Like I said, every time the cat steps away, they want to play. It's like they don't. But now that's all over. That's history. And as you can see, yesterday's close was 10:08. And we've already seen 10:09, 10:10 in after hours. Then they called back in their minions and said, oh my God, you got to stop this. But they can't stop it either. Now that they've even turned around and gone back in and they're starting to place their sell orders in, it doesn't matter. All that buffet line is being gobbled up now here. Everybody's coming in buying more. Now the price is over yesterday's close, and they are hating seeing that. They do not want to report this to their constituents. I absolutely 1,000,000% guarantee you they do not want to call them and tell them the price is higher in the after hours like it has been the last 8 days. Every 8 days in a row now, price rising in after hours. And why? Because during the day it's being worked down and manipulated. And once those people are out, once they get out of the fray, once they're out of the arena, then off she goes. And I've said this one of these times, this thing's not going to just go up by 3 or 4 cents in after hours. This smother is going to take off and go up 15, 20, 25, 30, 40%. Because what's going to happen? I'll tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to predict it now. SOFI's CEO, Anthony Noto, who owns 66.4 million SOFI shares that he bought many of when the price was on the date, May the 4th, he bought 388,000 right there at a low of 467.5. 4.675. Hey, Alexa, what is 388,000 times $4.65 equal?
388,000 times $4.65 is $1,804,200.
See that? 1,467,000. Where are we now? 10:08 times 467. Oh, minus, I'm sorry. 10.08 minus 4.67 equals 541 a share times 388,000. Well, he's only made $2 million off of that investment. And since he has 6.4 million shares, it held it down. I don't know where all his average is, but since there is 6.4 million, do that. 6.4 million. I can't even calculate it. This thing won't go high enough. 6.4 million times that increase. Oh my gosh. Nice little Christmas bonus party probably coming for everybody this year by Mr. Noto, a very wise individual who knows what manipulation looks like and knew when to come in, just like I did, and showed all of you. See, that day, as I've told you, they lit a fire under me that never will go out. And when they did that, I had come on just 2 days before the Chia attack, telling people it was time to come in on this, and it was rising, and Chia attacked, and people lost money, some sold. They even said, hey, man, that was a bad call. I said, no, it wasn't, because guess where it was? 57% up within a month and a half. right? So it wasn't a bad call. It was a bad idea to sell it on Chia Review, who had 1/4 tip of a star with a 0.14. He's oh my gosh. See, I point all this out and I'm glad to share it all with you. Ching ching, right? Ching ching off the Chia. Chia ching. Not sure what I just did then, lost one of my pages. But let's go back over here and see and just sit here and ride this out and watch. It's fun having a nice cold one and watching the price go up. And we're just making more and more money off of what we bought earlier today at the low, right? Catfish was here. And if you see the notification bell come on during the daytime, folks, I'm notifying, I'm coming on because it's at the low. Cheryl, my wife, asked me this morning, well, it was about 9:45. She says, why aren't you on? Why aren't you on? I said, because we're not the low. She says, what do you mean? She was watching me. She came in, she saw this. She saw I was at 994. She says, shouldn't you be going on? I said, no, I think they're going for 988 or 966 today. I'm just going to wait. I don't want to mislead anyone, is what I told her. So then it went on up right there. Boom. It started falling. It got right here. I saw this double bottom. And then I came on right at this point in the day. Exactly. And I said, folks, I think we're near the bottom. Watch close. Let's buy some. And then within 5 minutes or 10 minutes, boom, there it was. And we picked it all up. We piled in on it, didn't we? Didn't we all? Many of us did. Yes, indeed. Ha 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 ha. Okay. All right. Gary says, I'll send it again. And so I'm trying to figure out, Gary, are you sending me messages on this board, or are you sending me something, some sort of a private message, either on maybe YouTube, just on one of my videos? I'm not sure. But I am appreciative of you trying to contact me. And so yes, we're definitely having a good time here. We're having fun. We're looking at this thing going right on up, and I'm staying live because I think we're going to see 10, 9, 10, 10, 10, 11, 10, 14, 10, 17, maybe 10, 20, 10, 23, 10, 44 this afternoon. I don't know why I have it in my gut feeling that way, but something tells me this thing's going to pop off, and they're going to start walking out all over each other because they've already seen that $10 isn't going to be achievable, and holding it under that is done for. They know what this means, seeing these charts, and they look at this historical data. They should know what this means. When they should have known after the last downgrade on the 13th. Look at the prices going up, 894, 899, 943, 965. You see that, folks? Same thing's happening now. The low's going to be 986. Let's predict it right now. Let's go back to the 13th. 877 for the low. And then we saw a gain on the low of that the next day to 894. Well, how much is that? If it was 897, that would be 20 cents. So it was 17-cent gain, right? Now, this is what? 14-cent gain. See the replication? All right. So if on the downgrade on the 13th, it went up 17 cents the next day, it only moved up 5. But look over here what was happening to the high. It jumped from 945 to 981. That thing went up almost freaking, it was 39 cents or something, right? 36. Pay attention. And then the next day it was at 1013 high. See this? So will we see the same? Very likely. Pointing it out to you. And I'm not the only one that can see it. And maybe these people are seeing it and all coming, all right, yeah, I better do this now. I think I see what Tyler's saying. Right? Yes, indeed. All right. Very, very good. Thank you all for joining me over here. And you know what? I noticed something. I was looking at my YouTube statistics. Most people come onto my channel to watch me at 6 o'clock in the evening. And I've never even come on at that time. I've never been on at 6. But most of my viewers are from 6 until 7 every day. So today, might go get me another Miller Lite, pour it in this glass. So you just hang on with a second. I'll be right back. Gonna get me another one. Oh boy, look at this ice cold Miller Lite, frosty glass. This is what's called in the bar business a nickel head. It's the diameter of a nickel. And why you want to pour a nickel head is because that retains the gases and keeps them trapped in the whole time the beer is being consumed. So you just learned something else from Catfish Tyler about a nickel head. Don't want to see no quarter heads on beers, though. Don't you hate it when you order a beer and they bring you this thing that's got like this much foam on the top? I'm so tempted to just say, "Hey man, can you pour that off and give me a real beer, full beer?" Right? But what's going on here? Ah, these poor shorting sons of bitches watching this thing now at the previous close price with a 14-cent rise on the low, and now it's over the yesterday's close and continuing to rise. They're going to keep coming at it here. These guys have all been called back in. They can't go home. They got to keep dumping in share orders like the one that they did at the end of the day today. I'll show it to you folks in case you didn't see it earlier. I like showing folks this kind of stuff. We're going to the chart, interactive. Right? I'm coming over here. Live stream. Put it over here. Hey, thank you for being here with me. I would say Gary says he sent me a couple of messages mentioning the earnings call and the big stocks. Wrote their name several times, but you're not receiving those messages. Huh. Nothing coming up over here. Yeah. I'm not. I see that one. Why am I being able to see you tell me this, but not seeing the things you're sharing? Stepping in, somebody. Sometimes it's like I've said this before. Sometimes I try to show you people, and it seems like something's trying to muddle it all up. They just don't want me disclosed. They don't want you seeing. They don't want you knowing. And they don't want us working together. How are they able to step in, intervene, do things? I don't know, but sometimes it just seems that. Today I got so frustrated, especially I changed off my VPN to show you Market Chameleon and how the volume of longs was so much higher than the puts, the calls versus the puts. And I got logged out of the screen. And it turned out I just decided to just turn everything off. I shut everything, every window. I restarted the computer. And now we're moving faster. So now I can jump over this. And when I refresh the page, I got it right away. But what I want to show you right now, folks, is this chart right here. Look at the blue separating from the gold 50-day. This is the 45-day moving average. This is the 50-day gold. This is the 200-day. And we're on the one-day chart, right? And I showed folks, because a lot of people don't know this about these charts, is that when you come over here and you're way out like this and you click the refresh button, what you'll find is that you won't be able to see past 4 o'clock. All right, I'll show you here in a second. Well, yeah, now I can because I've already done it. But most people just see it stop right here. But what I already did was I showed people if you zoom in on the page. Let me try and go over here and show you. It won't do it, though. It won't do it. But look at this triple upside crossover here at the close today at 4 o'clock. Triple upside crossover at 4 o'clock. So why am I sitting here after? Because I saw this forming and I thought to myself, my God, I got to show everybody there was a triple upside crossover at 4 o'clock, right? That means something, folks, if you don't know. Oh my God, look at the strength of that. Oh my God, just look at this. Look at the size of the attempts to squash it versus the size of the buys that wanted it, right? This is what you need to look at, folks. There's a volume over here You see this little box over here where I have my arrow and crosshairs? Well, when you get on these signals over here, it tells you the amounts each time. So I'm on this candlestick to show you that they used 87,000 to dump the price. It didn't move the price at all. It stayed sideways. They said, shit. They waited about 10 minutes. They dumped another 106,000. That's $1,000,000. And what effect did that have? It took it from $10 down to 998, right? Because they came back to back with a little 39,000 behind that. But then people said, oh, that's great. Below 10 again. Bam, I buy it. Bam, I buy it. Bam, I buy it. All these are green. They're buying it at 78,000. Here's 54,000. 126,000. They're buying it. They said, damn, we got to dump again. The price was going on up. Shit, they dumped another little Weasley dump. 119,000 times 10. That's $1 million more. So they gave away 800,000, 870,000 here they dumped. Then they dumped 1.6 million. Then these people were buying it up against their dismay and disbelief. They had to dump another 1.19 million, which only made the price continue to go up. And then you saw these little buys coming in, running it on up on little buys. Can't even see the candlesticks. It's going crazy. Like shit. And then they go, let's dump some more. So they come here, 1.66 million. They sold, dumped, folks, to drop the price. But what did it do? It shot higher because everyone was piling in. They tried to counter this 248 million buy and this 321 in the next minute with a simple 288, and it just crushed that and went right on off of it. Up, 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 right? And even at the very end, in the last minute before, they tried to jump $4.5 million worth, but in the final minute, another 5 million almost was bought. Wow. You like that stuff? What I'm showing you? Gary, I see it now, Gary. All right, AAPL, AMZN. Yep. Let's take a look. Oh, my. Amazon and Apple earnings preview. What investors should know. Well, coming over here to AAPL, they've been beating the street. Only one time they didn't. That was during COVID's heaviest portion right there. So not a real bad surprise, but all right. Good to be attentive. You can already see it's rising in the after hours right now. It's a little steep in price, but yeah. And then the other one was AMZN. Look at that popping after hours. Whoa. Dang. Hi there, Tron. Love it. Hold tight. Tomorrow will be fun to watch. Oh, hell yeah. I'm loving seeing this thing, keep them sweating their shit and they're freaking out. See, I show you what's going on with these charts so you people know. And look here. Look what's happening. A triple upside crossover that happened starting at 3:52 in the afternoon and all the way through 4:12 that was culminated with not only the 10-day, but the 45-day and the 50-day plowing over that 200-day green line right there. Plowed over them, obliterated it. And I called it. I told you at 3:30 today, I said to everyone, wait till you see what happens in the last 10 minutes of this stock today. I called it completely, and I've been calling it all along what they were going to attempt to do after the earnings report on the first this time versus what they did the last time. And the last time, they used 125 million shares the first day to run it down, then 113 million the next day to run it down, then 70 million, and then 60 million, down, 330 million shares they used to get it down to where they did. And then within a month and a half, it was up 55%, right? I told you that, but this time there was a different tactic for them. They knew they were going to not be able to beat everybody out of it. So they said, let's not fight the wave. They came in with it, and it was at 960, probably the day before. Remember, it was Thursday. Look at how they ran it down. Thursday, they came at it. I showed you this on the chart, and I told you on Thursday, they were all just accumulating while it was dropping all day. So I said, this looks like accumulation to me. Don't be surprised to see a Friday up and then pop. Well, that's exactly what happened. But this time, they didn't have 125 million to run it down with. They came in with their own 100 million and the 125 that came for real, and they ran it right up to 1170 where they shorted it. Because they decided this time, let's not fight it when they break it out. Let's join it, then short it, then use 3 or 4 days with all the volume we got buying it up and shorting it, and we'll use that the next 3 to 4 days to run it down like the last time. But we'll delay it by a day this time. And they did. But they didn't. Why didn't they use all that like the last time? See, it didn't fall that far. Folks, what I want to show you is that the low, the day, the next, was actually higher than the day of the earnings. Don't miss this. It means something. The low was higher than the day of earnings, while they were trying to attack it with this measly 88,000 instead of 125,000 like the first time, right? Why did they only use 88? Well, they didn't have it. Didn't have it, folks. They didn't have it. And the next day, 62 million. Well, what happened? Unfortunately, for them, that was all they could get, all they could muster. The high price hit 972, right? Good for them, yippee yahoo ki. But the biggest problem that they had was that here on the run up, it went from 960 to 1170. That's 210. What's this measly drop? From 1110 to 1028? It's not even, if it was 1030, it would be 80 cents, 82-cent drop. See that? These are numbers I'm showing you because they're very important, right? We had a 210 increase and an 80-cent drop. Whoop-de-frickin-do, people. Right? Who gives a shit? And then we saw the low today go 14 cents higher even, which I called. Correct? Right. You all know it. You fellow cats have been here and hear me talk about it. You know it's true. They're still trying to stifle it here in the after hours, but you've already seen a couple at 10:09 and stuff. So they're just pouring more money into here at a worthless, helpless cause, just like they did here. I showed you, right? You can see these charts and you can see the volume they were using. Millions and millions of dollars. 2.8 million there. Look at this. 4.57 million. And the next minute, everybody piled in and said, screw that. I'm buying this damn thing. They didn't give a shit. They were smart. They said, damn, there's a splash close. I'll take advantage of that. Bam, they bought it. And now it's going up in after hours. See it? It's not done yet. Folks, it's going to be 3 hours from now before we really see this thing start to run. Wait till you see what happens between 7:30 and 8 tonight. It's going to be very similar to what we just saw the last 10 minutes of the day is going to be my guess. Okay? That's what I'm telling you. I almost like to be here up until that time. All the way up until then. Because I think I'm going to be completely right. And I might come on at 7:30 and do a little brief synopsis video. I can't do that. I'll come on at 7:30 maybe. We'll see. Maybe it'll be 7:50 tonight to watch the last 10 minutes because my prediction is same action we saw, but they're going to start earlier because they usually do. I've noticed generally in after hours as they're rising that you can really see them really start to come in at 7:30 and on. Sometimes even as early as 7:15. So this is just the beginning here of what's going to happen in after hours because everybody saw what happened probably. Look at this down here, 996. And folks, the thing went up and closed 10 cents higher and where we're sitting now. And it did it in such a short time. And I showed you how many people were buying in the size of these massive green candlesticks. Look at these things. 3 million, 2 million. Look at these people are spending real money. 2.48 million. That, I'm not saying that's how many shares. They did 248,000 shares. So I need, folks, that's $2.48 million. So 2.48 million. Here we go. 3.2 million came in. So that was that 5. And here we go. Another 3 million. That's 8 million. Here's another roughly 3 million, 11 million. And then here's another 343.4 million. We're at 14, 15 million. And then they try a dump of 4.5. We're still up 9 million. And then here comes the other. And the last one was 4.9, so that he bye-bye to this drop, right? All right, so I show you, folks, because I want you to see this and understand. Know the truth. Realize the truth. Don't be fooled. I'll be here tomorrow. Thank you, Tron. Yep, fun to watch. All right, thank you for being here, Tron. I'm glad you could show up. I appreciate it very much. There you go. You got 100 for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you all for being here during this time. Sounds like my wife is walking in the door, so it's time for me to take a little break here. Have a little break in the action. And could be wrong, but I think she's here. What a wonderful day, though. What a great way to end it, too. Green. So I'm going to end it, and it's going to keep going green. Don't worry. They'll keep their desperation act. But it was a failure, complete failure today. You saw it, and they just don't know what to do to stop this from staying over 10. And this is just building so much momentum here, so much strength at $10 to go on up to the next levels. That's what we'll be doing. You can see that the resistance to the downside is obvious. They can't push it below 10 and keep it there. And so everything's turned around from before when we couldn't get it to stay over 10. Folks, now they can't get it to stay under, right? Because the winds have changed direction on them. Unfortunately for them, people are piling in, not just investors, but depositors and people opening up checking accounts and saving accounts and taking out personal loans and everything, their credit cards. They're doing it all across the board on their phone, not having to walk into a place of business, no brick and mortar. Simple, easy. People like easier, simpler solutions to life. And so that's what they're doing. So congratulations to all of you again as we watch their futile efforts over here. I wish I could see these candlestick sizes that they're trying here with to run it down back and hold it in check, right? But you can see they're definitely doing it here because they've been paid overtime. They're getting paid time and a half now to stay after 4 and trying to keep this thing from going over 1050 in the after hours. But it doesn't matter, folks. We're going to be seeing that number fall soon enough. And it's going to be very, very, very quickly because I've already pointed out to you folks already that what's happened over the history of this stock after downgrades is once again going to repeat itself. All right. So just be aware of that and be happy with where we're at today because where we are is at a very, very good point. And seeing that run up here in this last few minutes today was the icing on the cake for us, wasn't it? And seeing this act of desperation in after hours for them to cut this loose. And let me just tell you something else, folks. If we see this thing drop down, hopefully to $9 in this after hours on no news, I can guarantee you they're getting their asses out. They're going to be getting their asses out so fast on this, and they may do it now because they came to the realization they may have all just hung up their conference calls and said, let's get out now. Okay? They might have just done it because you've seen it go from 10.09 to now 9.99. So are they executing their exit right now with no news? Could be. Could be. Hold tight, sit and watch. They just hang up the phone. Say, let's get the hell out of here for as low as we can in after hours tonight. No. Folks, if that was the decision that they had done, we wouldn't see it hit 9.99 and bounce to 10 again, I can assure you. when they decide to cut this thing completely loose. I've already told you all, I predicted it. Be aware that one day we might see an absolute incredibly massive drop of 25% on absolutely no news at all. And then will be the time that we will be ringing this bell, because this thing then will be completely going off. So that's the signal I'm looking for, because I've seen that one before and I expect it to take place. I got a lot of money that'll be sitting on the sidelines waiting to buy it up when it does take place, folks. I'm just here to tell you. So thank you very much for being here with me today. Once again, I think I'm going to call it a day. And I said I was going to call it while it was green. I probably should have, but I don't care. Because anything that they try here is the same thing I've said to you before. The only time they can make a move on this stock and make it really drop is either by spending $4.59 million right at the close, or by hitting it during the pre-market, the lower volume lunchtime, or in the after hours. Only time. They don't have a prayer otherwise. Come back over the live stream. Squeeze the short out of. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Tron. F the shorts. Elvis Costello. Yeah. Elvis Rodriguez. I bought 1,800 SOFI shares for 10.03. I'm debating on buying more, considering this will go up to 14 to 16 soon. No doubt about that. NEO is also a great stock. I agree. I looked at NEO today. Someone brought my attention to it. Took a look at it. It was good. It's good. Looks good. So we'll watch this little bit of rundown here from 444 to 445, maybe 6. They'll keep at it until 7. But after that, folks, watch this thing to bust to the upside, 7:30. I'm going to be tracking it. I might even come on and do a short 15-minute video right then, and maybe do just a recap of the day and what of the things I observed. Well, the things that I did observe that I loved was this massive run and the huge candlesticks buying it last 10, 15 minutes of the day. And then the second thing was that today, again, as I predicted it would be, we saw a higher low today. And we saw a higher low on the day of the downgrade. See that? This is the day of the announcement, and the high was 1170. And the next day, that day we had a low of 1030, folks. The next day, low 1031. Regardless of this 60-cent drop here, I want to point out the pop was $2.10 to the upside, right? Right? Not a 60-cent, 210 up, right? And even from here, 1170 to 1028, how much is that? It took 2 days to do it this time, not one. So, and on such weakness. So be aware of it. What I'm telling you is all true, folks. And I am not a financial advisor. I just want to thank you all for being here, checking out what I wanted to show you this afternoon. And I'm very encouraged by what I'm seeing. And I'm glad to see them trying the smartest ones of all the ones that are leaving this right now at $9.99 and buying their way out. And they'll buy their way out tonight, if they're lucky, for as low as they can get it. Because tomorrow, we're going to see a new higher low again. I call it. And if I don't see that achieved, then we'll see a higher high, because they always go after one or the other. If they can't get the low lower, then they try to hold that higher high down. But once they already see that they can't beat the low, they're going to hold that high down. But if they see they can beat the low, then the high runs off on them, right? That's what we're going to see, one or the other. We're either going to see a higher low or we'll see a higher high. I'll call either one, and as much quite possible, we might even see both of them higher. Very possible. So that's what I'm calling for. I'm going to call it a night right now. Like I said, I might be back around 7:30. Thank you for being here, everybody. I appreciate it. I'm going to say farewell to you all now. I definitely appreciate your presence here. And I will come back after, like I said, most of my audience comes on 6 to 7, so I might even come on then. But if you've clicked that notification bell down there, you'll get a ding and you'll know when I come up, regardless of what time I decide to do it this evening. Thank you again, and I'm going to hit end stream here in just a second by going over first, and we're going to let Mr. Cat come up and say what he's got to say. So thank you very much for being here, and King Cat's going to roll it out of here for us, and have a good one, Hey everybody, it's King Cat. King Cat Carlos today here, and I'm so glad you were with us, King Cat Tyler and all the gang. And I'm going to be on my way, but before, I just want to wish you happiness. I want to wish you prosperity, and I hope for you that you have a very healthy life. And most of all, as you all know, I want you to be just completely surrounded with love. So that's all for today, everyone. And it's time for me to head off and dig up some more valuable SoFi information. So I'm going to go do some bottom feeding. You folks have a great night, okay? Don't forget